I got laid off from my tech job, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. Hey guys, it's Amanda, and welcome back to my channel. I'm not sure if any of you watching knew I had a corporate job because I never really talked about it on this channel, so surprise, I was employed for the past 10 months, and now for all intents and purposes, I am not. So let me set the scene for you. It was a typical Wednesday evening. I went to trampoline class, came home, took a shower, probably made myself a balanced dinner, and before going to bed, I decided to check my work calendar. It was then that I saw someone who I'd never really interacted with put a one-on-one meeting on my calendar. I thought it was kind of weird, so I texted my friend Kath, a corporate baddie, this. My initial reaction was, am I getting fired? But because of Kath's expertise, I was like, yeah, she's probably right. I'm not getting fired. My manager would fire me. So when the meeting came around the next morning, I found out that I was not, in fact, getting fired, but I was getting laid off. So in true Gen Z fashion, I started recording myself.
As such, the impacted individuals such as yourself, whose positions have been eliminated, and I wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you. I was shocked, but I also found it deeply ironic and funny in the moment. I felt kind of vindicated for thinking I was gonna get fired and actually ended up getting laid off because I was in the general ballpark of losing my employee status. And when you're laid off, you get the pleasure of being the victim, tossed to the curb by a multi-billion-dollar corporation. People send you condolences, their personal emails, and LinkedIn job postings that somehow have 500 applicants within an hour of going live. But immediately after getting laid off, I wasn't scared or sad or even angry. I was excited. For the past 2 years, I've been making YouTube videos and working other jobs and being a student, but I never felt like I could fully commit to any of these endeavors. When I graduated from college about a year ago, I had already agreed to work at my full-time corporate job, but I figured I could balance working and being a content creator since I had always done that while in school. But honestly, that didn't happen. I have probably posted less on my channel in the past year than ever before. I really don't want to say my corporate job is to blame because honestly, it had a fair work-life balance, and until recently, it was actually quite slow. And I already knew before I even started my job that I was feeling kind of burnt out and uninspired when it came to creating YouTube videos. Even immediately after graduation, I told myself that the 2 months between graduating and starting my corporate job would be when I pursued content creation full-time, and honestly, that didn't really happen either. I probably posted 3 videos last summer, so by the time I started working, my job became a better excuse than I'm uninspired. But if you've been following along closely, dear viewer, you'll remember that I don't have a job anymore, so what's my excuse now? Let's play Amanda's Endless Hat of Excuses. Okay, what do we have? First, apartment is not aesthetic enough. Somehow I've chosen exactly how I want to decorate my room, and I'm like, this is still not, it's not that, like the aesthetic though. Noise. I live in New York. There is always noise, no matter what time of day it is. Sirens, machinery, cars, everything. Camera battery is dead. I mean, it's blinking right now. No good ideas. I don't know, as evidenced by this whole situation, I think y'all can see that. People. I don't live alone, and I don't really like filming in front of people, so. The lighting is bad. I am in a perpetual battle with lighting. I don't know how to make it look perfect. Vitamins. I do not take enough daily vitamins. Okay, well luckily this one is not actually a valid excuse. Thanks to Care of for so kindly sponsoring this video. Care of is a subscription supplement service that makes it easy to stick to a consistent vitamin routine. On their website, you take a quiz about your lifestyle and health goals, and Care of assesses what vitamins and supplements are best for your needs. So I have a variety of vitamins in my custom daily pack, but specifically the astaxanthin has helped with the appearance of my skin, and taking the multivitamin in my pack makes me feel great because I know it's filling in the gaps in my day-to-day diet. I also got the sleep blend, which has melatonin and ashwagandha. It's helped me relax at night and have a much more peaceful sleep. I really appreciate that Care of supplements are thoughtfully sourced, research-backed ingredients that help you feel your best, and you can log how you feel into the free Care of app to see the benefits of consistent use. So take Care of's quiz to find out what's recommended for you, and use my code AmandaM for 50% off your first order. Okay, so back to the video. I was pretty excited when I got laid off because I felt like I'd missed an opportunity to commit full-time to content creation. Even though I hadn't felt particularly inspired in the past year, I knew that I felt most fulfilled when I was making stuff and executing on ideas that came from my brain. And another reason that I was excited about getting laid off is because I'm currently doing that. Not just with YouTube, but I'm writing and directing another short film, and I got an amazing grant to create it. I'm not exactly sure how long this period of self-employment will be, but I'm grateful that I can pursue it for the time being. Also, I have become aware of the fact that working for yourself or being a full-time content creator won't necessarily solve all your problems or make you happy. It could very well go in the opposite direction. And even without doing it full-time, I have realized that content creation can be deeply unfulfilling when you are trying to create for the ever-elusive algorithm. So I want to avoid that as much as possible and really use the next few months to just focus on being creative for the sake of it. Anyway, the point of this video was to give a life update more than anything. So besides getting laid off, I guess I'll just tell you what I've been up to for the past 3 months of not uploading. Alright, I figured I'd come out into nature to tell you guys what I've been up to, because who doesn't love a little change of scenery? Anyway, the first thing that I've been up to is doing a book club. If you didn't know, saying that you're in a book club just asserts your dominance and superiority over anyone who could possibly meet, so I'm really gonna need to get a new personality trait now that it's over. But yeah, I've been in an amazing book club hosted by my dear friend Kath, who I already mentioned in this video, and we read The Artist's Way, which is basically a 12-week long spiritual sort of guidance type program about recovering your sense of creativity and healing your inner artist. So it's very great for anyone who's feeling creatively blocked. Alright, so the next thing I've been up to is that I made a new friend. I feel like this is kind of a revolutionary thing as an adult who is out of school, because I feel like it's such a struggle to make new friends in adulthood, but I feel so lucky that I made a new friend who literally lives down the street from me, and she is so cool. And if you're watching this, I don't know, thanks for being my friend, because it's so cool that we can kind of hang out in a more spontaneous way than I feel like I have been able to do in the past year with my other friends, just because we're not in a super close proximity. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I'm also in the process of writing and directing another short film. So if you guys have, been following my videos, you probably might remember that I made a short film last year, and that was really fun and exciting, and it's called Let Her Eat Cake, and honestly, I'll probably put it on my YouTube channel soon. It's just playing at some festivals, and I'm waiting to hear back from some. But yeah, I'm working on another short film because I got this really awesome grant to create it, and I've been in the process of writing and rewriting and writing and rewriting and changing things and directing and getting a crew together. So it's been pretty exciting to do this again. I, for some reason, really didn't think I would make another short film or another film in general after film school, because I was just I don't know we just had like so much structure and guidance that I feel like I didn't even really exactly know where to start, like without that. But not to say it's easy, but I was just like, okay, I guess like they were kind of on to something, this whole film school thing, when they were like, oh, you know, all the people you meet here, that's who you'll work with when you graduate. And you know what? They were kind of on to something with that, because yeah, I've just been like basically like relying on peers and people who I went to school with to start helping me out with this. And I'm like, damn, maybe that tuition money, maybe it was worth it. We'll see. So the next thing I did was walk a red carpet. It was actually a black carpet, but you know, same deal. So my friend Rumi was invited to a movie premiere of this movie called 1001, which is an amazing movie. Like, please watch it. But yeah, so I went to the premiere of that, got to see it, and I walked the red carpet, which was like very overwhelming and underwhelming at the same time. So my friend Rumi was invited to the event and he got a +1, which was me. And he said he was going to walk the carpet, and I was like, yeah, he'll do it. Like, I just didn't really know if I would actually also be walking the carpet, but it was, I don't know, there was just this lady there with a whiteboard, and basically she just like writes your name down on the whiteboard and like says who you are, like, and my thing said influencer. Like, not that she even knew who I was, it was just because I was with my friend Rumi, who was invited as an influencer. I got to walk on the red carpet. It was so, like, I didn't even know what to do. I stepped on there and it was like 2 clicks. Blink, blink, you're done. And then I was like, okay. So yeah, I got to be on Getty Images, so there's that for my Instagram clout. Another thing I did, I went to California for 10 days back in February to March. It was almost always raining every single day. I was in sunny California. But yeah, it was kind of just like a random trip. I got to see a lot of friends who live there, which was like super, super nice. And I had never been to LA before, so I kind of just like wanted to go, and like I was really only there for 2 days, but I kind of just like wanted to see what it was all about. I don't want to say I was underwhelmed. Like, I didn't have any expectations, honestly, but I was like, I think I'm in the right place, at least for now. I think I'm in the right place because I don't really like to be in a place where you take 9 Ubers a day, because it's like a 5-minute drive to somewhere, and then it's like an hour on public transportation, and then it's like a 45-minute walk. So like, driving is really the predominant like method of efficient transportation. And I don't know, I'm just like not a huge fan of that. I like being able to walk places or like easily take public transit. But I had a good time in California, and it was kind of like, it was nice because I got to see friends, and I mostly stayed with friends the whole time. But it was also just like, it was just like a change of scenery. And it was kind of, I don't know why it felt like surreal to me to be there also while I was working, because I was just like, damn, I'm really in California like for no reason. Like, I'm not taking a vacation necessarily, but I'm not there for like a specific, like I have to be here for an event or work or whatever. I'm like, I'm just here. I'm just living in California. And I feel like I realized, like, I guess that's just like the point of life. Is to like exist, and if you can, it's kind of cool to exist in different places sometimes. Then other thing I've been up to is going to trampoline class. So in the Artist Way, there's a chapter about like movement and how that sort of contributes to your creativity, like being like physically active and stuff. And I feel like that kind of inspired me to start going to trampoline class again. And I've just been like learning some new tricks, which has been really exciting. And I feel like it's just like, it challenges me for sure. It's not just like completely fun. Like, I really do feel challenged when I'm like trying to learn new stuff. But I feel like it's like a good challenge, and it's nice to have different challenges than the ones that I already face in my normal life, which are so about just like my anxiety and ego and whatever. And to be able to sort of like totally disconnect from that and really like think with a different part of your brain that involves like being really connected to your body. It's like, you know, a computer when it's like doing background tasks or whatever, it's like I feel like that's what I need to like do those background tasks. Being like physically active, like I feel like it helps clear my mind subconsciously in a way that I don't even fully understand, but I really enjoy it. Alright, so these are all my riveting life updates. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It's honestly kind of like different for me to kind of speak off the cuff, if you will. I usually script a lot of my videos, and I'm trying to like get back into just sort of pontificating live. Not really live, but you know what I mean. And just kind of like experiment with different styles of videos and stuff, and not just always sit in my room, because sometimes it's fun to get out into the world. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!